Today I'm going to be showing you a recipe for peanut maple tempeh. This recipe is pretty forgiving and has a lot of room for customization, as you'll see. To start off, you'll need a block of tempeh, peanut butter, I use natural here but you can use processed, soy sauce, maple syrup, sesame oil, rice vinegar, sriracha sauce, garlic, I use a garlic press but you can use a knife, and ginger. You'll need a knife and cutting board and a bowl and fork to mix sauce in. Start off by slicing the tempeh into comfortable bite-sized pieces. To me, this means in half across the short part of the rectangle and into 6 along the long part for 12 pieces total. Tempeh has a bit of a fermented richness, but also bitterness to it by default, so a lot of people recommend that you steam it first to tame that. I personally do a shallow boil with a lid on so I don't have to set up and clean a steamer basket. I pour water into my skillet about a 1/4 inch up, let it come to temperature, and then set the tempeh in for 10 minutes with the lid on. Put the eye on low so it doesn't boil too strongly or burn to the bottom. While the tempeh is boiling, or steaming, or steam boiling, or whatever, we can prep our sauce. I like my sauce to be garlicky, so I use several cloves. I start by peeling my garlic, and you can go ahead and dice yours if you need to, or you can hold off if using a garlic press like I am. I then peel and dice my ginger, using about a thumb's worth. Now for the wet ingredients. This sauce is super duper customizable. What I found over the years is that I like it to be, in terms of parts or ratios, 3-2-2 for peanut butter, maple syrup, and soy sauce. If you're using sweetened peanut butter, use less maple syrup to start. For my ingredients, I don't measure, but I can estimate. Let's say it's about 3 tablespoons of peanut butter, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I then like about 1 tablespoon of sesame oil and about half a tablespoon of rice vinegar. I then add just a few small dashes of sriracha. After adding this, stir things thoroughly. Then give them a taste. For mine, I wanted a bit more richness and sweetness, so I added more sesame oil and maple syrup. If you want more nuttiness, add peanut butter, spice, sriracha, salt, soy sauce. You can tamper with this mixture and get it to your liking. And once you like what you have, add the garlic and ginger to it. And give a final stir. After the tempeh has been steam-oiling, boiling, whatever, for 10 minutes, take it out and put it in the sauce. Now dump the water from the pan and wipe it dry. We're going to do the final cooking with the sauced pieces in the same pan, saving a dish to wash. With that done, cover each piece in the sauce and let it sit for a while, anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes. Some recipes call for you to marinate tempeh for hours, but I haven't found that to make much of a difference. Tempeh has a pretty tough and thorough texture, and most of the flavor of this dish sits along the outside, so we won't be waiting that long. After those 5 to 30 minutes, put your pan on low heat and add a thin layer of oil to it to prevent sticking. This final cooking is another part of the recipe that allows customization. First, set the pieces into the skillet. If you want a thinner sauce in the end, go ahead and add the rest of the liquid from the bowl and immediately cover it with the lid, only cooking for about 3 minutes, flipping halfway through. If you instead want a thicker and more caramelized sauce, first cook these pieces for a minute on each side, then add the rest of the sauce uncovered and cook for another minute, and then add the lid and cook for another 2 minutes. I'll say that I usually add the sauce at the beginning and do 4 minutes fully covered, flipping halfway through, but today I wanted a darker and firmer final marinade coating. Once it's cooked to your liking, use a scooping spoon to pull out the pieces and plenty of the sauce with them, setting them onto a plate to cool for a few minutes. I gave up on the chopsticks for this round, but my girlfriend is using them. Mm. We both like this dish a lot. Is it one of our absolute favorites? No, but it's incredibly personalizable, and it's an enjoyable meal to cook. We ate this full block of tempeh tonight, served with a heaping side of fried rice. You can also serve this with noodles or with plain white rice. I just love fried rice, like a lot, and I plan to make a recipe video for that in the near future. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. Also leave a comment below describing your experience with this recipe or what you want to see next.